Hello, Lee.
You're back.
I'm back.
We're all back on deck.
We're back on deck. We've gone full circle.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like that.
It's crazy. Episode 67 and you and I are back together.
Sounds good. What a great pairing. And I'm sure on your break you managed to, pair a nice meal with a nice wine or two.
I did. Now, the magic of radio still had me going on a peek inside. We pre-recorded some shows, but I hope everyone enjoyed them. But we're back live, mate. And, I had a bit of time away and it was great.
Excellent. Yeah. Say no more.
Yeah.
Will they or won't they is what we're covering today.
This is the big question, mate. And it's the news cycle changes very quickly. And I noticed about a week ago, just before I got home, that the meeting of the Reserve Bank was on the 18th of June, and all the chatter from media and so-called economists was leaning towards the RBA upping interest rates. And I just went, I don't know about that. So the Governor of the Reserve Bank was indicating that inflation numbers were not where they wanted them to be, so they might have to raise rates. Now, all this somewhat fearful noise is what I term sabre rattling, making enough sound to frighten people without actually scratching one piece of flesh.
Fear.
Yeah, fear, exactly. So I knew the RBA would not raise rates, and they didn't. They left them alone, and that's for the time being.
You've got a crystal ball, mate.
I have got a little bit of a crystal ball. Now, how did I know? Now, our Reserve Bank and the central banks of every other country, except a few, and Russia's one of them, are all controlled and owned by the same group of commercial banks and incredibly wealthy individuals.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
It's fair income. And the bank that coordinates all the different central banks is called the Bank of International Settlements.
Okay.
You can look it up. I think they're based in Switzerland. Now, these organisations generally operate in lockstep, so they all go up or all come down around the same time. Oh. It's all about making sure the world economy is working to their benefit. Anyhow, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. So the week before the Australian Reserve Bank was going to deliberate and hand down its interest rate decision, I saw that the Bank of Canada and the European Central Bank dropped their rates by 0.25%. Now, the US Federal Reserve continues to indicate that they're looking to implement maybe 1 to 2 rate cuts before the end of the year, and to be specific, before the big US election. And that's to favour one particular side. You can make your mind up who that might be. So, generally our RBA... This
is all sounding very convoluted.
What's that, mate?
This is all sounding very convoluted, isn't it?
Things happen for a reason. And the pressure on interest rates is downward, but our Reserve Bank still, as I said, sabre rattling about maybe upwards.
Love that term.
Which I doubt. So our RBA follows the lead of the Federal Reserve, that's the American Central Bank, and with the possibility of an early election in Australia, that's on the table as well. Don't be surprised if Governor Bullock, that's Michelle Bullock, and her merry band of ice Vovo munchers give us a crumb with at least one rate drop before the year is out.
Is that going to help?
It will give a bit of confidence to retail, probably drive a little more confidence into the housing market. So it's at the moment, people are under, as we know, we'll call it that financial crisis or whatever you call it.
Let's just call it mortgage stress.
Mortgage stress, cost of living crisis. It's always
I'm sick of throwing this word crisis around. It's a little bit more serious than, everything's in crisis.
That's it.
But bloody fix it if it's a crisis.
Well, they created it. They can fix it. However, they're only willing to put a Band-Aid on a decapitation.
Yep.
But that's another story. So should this be the case that our RBA do put in one rate drop before the end of the year, should this be the case, I expect buyer confidence to strengthen and market activity should click up a gear in the run home to Christmas. Now, just at the moment, we're in that typical mid-year winter blues market pause. Now, A solid proportions of buyers are in a little bit of hibernation, but they'll start waking up over the next few weeks and begin sniffing around. I'm already starting to see signs of it.
Yeah, right.
So whilst we've got a grey, gloomy day today, I see clear skies moving into July.
Very good. Okay, that's it for today's episode of A Peek Inside. But before we go, you do actually have a couple of interesting properties that are on the market.
Mate, two homes of the week this week. Two. So number one is 643 Forth Road, Forth. Now, this impressive historic home came off the market in December because we'd struck a deal with some people who took it up as a rental with the intention to buy. Now, sadly, their finance didn't pan out, so it's back on the market. And it's looking fantastic. And it's priced to sell at $695 plus.
What a beautiful home.
It's amazing.
Wow.
We'll show it this weekend, this Saturday, the 29th at 10 a.m.
Massive backyard.
1266 square metres.
Wow.
And it's got its own stream.
Does too.
It's just gorgeous. Opposite the Forth Pub, the Bridge Hotel.
The bakery.
And the bakery. It's all there. So our other one is number 13 Nicholl Street, Ulverston. Now, it's not perfect, but it's a perfect opportunity. A long-held 3-bedroom brick home that needs some love, and it's priced for you to love it at offers over $375.
Looks like it's got good bones.
It's got great bones. It just needs a little bit of love, bit of paint, bit of tidying up. And it's only a kilometre from the Ulverston CBD. So get along there at 11 a.m. this Saturday the 29th and check it out.
If we want to know more, where do we go?
Mate, go to ulverstonrealestate.com or give me a call on 0400 180 515.
Craig Hebel at Ulverston Real Estate. Good to see you again, mate.
Thanks, Lee. Great to have you back.
We'll do it again. Okay, we're back to better music tomorrow, right after this.